उसी पैसे का इस्तेमाल करके गोवा में चुनाव लड़वाने की कोशिश कर रहा था और आज मेयरल चुनाव भी लड़वाने की कोशिश उन्होंने की। 9 भारतीय जनता पार्टी के काउंसलर्स को अप्रोच किया गया और कहा गया कि उन्हें कभी पद का लालच, कभी पोजीशन का लालच और कभी पैसों का लालच देने का प्रयास किया गया। तो रिग कौन कर रहा है वो दिल्ली जानती है और जिस प्रकार से रिगिंग इन लोगों ने पहले भी अटेम्प्ट की है वो भी सबके सामने है।
आज आपने देखा कि हमारे पार्षद पूरी तरह से शांत बैठे थे। बीजेपी के पार्षद बिना बात हंगामा कर रहे थे सदन में, कोई मुद्दा नहीं था, बस खड़े होकर शोर मचाना है कि बैठक नहीं होने देनी है। बीजेपी के पास क्योंकि नंबर नहीं है ये शोर मचा रहे थे।
जब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में 2016 में हाई कोर्ट के आदेश में सेक्शन 3 के अंदर क्लियर है कि नॉमिनेटेड जो पार्षद एल्डरमैन हैं वो दे कैन कास्ट देयर वोट, और वो डाल भी रहे वोट वहां पर। आपकी तो 151 बनती है, तो 121 वाले से 151 वाला चुनाव लड़ने से क्यों डरता है जी?
How long before BJP and AAP bury the hatchet and allow the Janta of Delhi to get a mayor? With Amit Bharadwaj in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, viewers. So the Delhi mayor elections failed once again, this time in its third attempt. Mockery of the vote of the Delhi citizens when it came down to the civic polls, and more so, who is trying to stall civic governance in Delhi? Because if the mayor is not in place, a lot of the duties of the MCD stand stalled. I want to bring in my colleague Amit Bharadwaj, who's joining us live. He was there through the course of the pandemonium that we saw in the assembly there. Amit, finally the Aam Aadmi Party has decided to approach the courts. Earlier on it was hesitant, but now the Aam Aadmi Party will go to court. But having said that, even if these elections take place, the BJP could still have the upper hand when it comes down to the standing committee, because those 10 aldermen nominated by the LG will have a big say there.
So, Preeti, unfortunately, for the past 2 months, Delhi is waiting for a new mayor, for a new government to come in place. We know for a matter of fact that the fate of Delhi's MCD was decided on 7th of December itself. And it's been 2 months now, but the new mayor has not been elected because of constant ruckus in the house. 3 times there was an attempt to conduct the mayor election, deputy mayor election, and the standing committee election. And even today, Preeti, we had very early in the day clearly reported it that if the aldermen are allowed to vote in the house of MCD, there will be a ruckus, and the dangle between BJP and Aam Aadmi Party will unfold in the house, and that's what happened today. Tomorrow or in the days to come, Aam Aadmi Party will re-approach the Supreme Court and they will argue their case. Clearly what we are understanding from our sources within the party and senior leaders coming on the front as well, they have made it clear that they want a clear instruction from the Supreme Court. They want instruction from the Supreme Court on the voter list.
Right. Okay, Amit, we are having a
to
problem with your audio link. There's an issue. We're going to try and reestablish that. Let's cut across to our political guest, Charu Pragya, spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, Reena Gupta, spokesperson, Aam Aadmi Party. Charu, the charge right now on the BJP is that you're holding the vote of the Delhi citizens to ransom because as per Article 243R of the Constitution of India and as given in the provision in Section 3 of the Delhi Municipal Corporation Act 1957, any nominated members, which are the aldermen here, are not entitled to vote in the elections. So a concerted push by the BJP to try and get the LG to go ahead with the voting of these aldermen, you're trying to violate the Constitution.
Preeti, good evening. See, the way these MCD elections have transpired in Delhi, it has been a sight which is shameful for every single citizen to see. Every single time we have tried to get the voting done, to get the mayor elected, there has been ruckus. And the way the house has been run by elected representatives is shameful. First time we saw Aam Aadmi Party councillors walk in with sharp objects, attack women, whatnot. It was beyond shameful. Second time, the same thing thing happened. And I don't understand what Aam Aadmi Party is so afraid of, because at the end of the day, one, they claim to have the numbers. Two, I mean, even if you want to put all the numbers together, suppose we are not doing anything unconstitutional, but even if you put aside the number of the aldermen, they still claim to have larger numbers in the house. So what is their fear? Is it because they gave tickets to their councillors by taking money, and today they are not sure that their own councillors will stand with them? Every single day we see a new story unfold. Today they were caught trying to buy out the BJP councillors. This is not the way you run the capital of a country like India. It has crossed all limits.
You still haven't answered my question very well, and that's a question that Reena Gupta should answer, that why is it that the Aam Aadmi Party is afraid when it has a mandate like it does? But the question still remains, and the question is, why is it that the BJP is hell-bent on violating the constitution by forcing the aldermen, not forcing, or enabling the aldermen which are nominated by the LG to vote, when it's not a part of the constitution of the Act of 1957 of the Delhi Municipal Corporation? You're violating that.
So Preeti, I'm going to...
Can I speak now?
I'll come to you, Reena Gupta. Let her answer that and I'll come back.
Monica Mehrotra versus Government of NCT of Delhi. And this case law in 2015 has said very, very clearly, and you know that we follow case laws in this country, that the standing committee can take decisions and it does not become unconstitutional. Secondly, I think every single time Aam Aadmi Party only comes up with a tactic to delay said elections. Tell me, who can go against the constitution in this country? We've got all our courts standing guard over the rights of not just the councillors but the people of Delhi. What this party wants to do, and only wants to do, is make sure these elections do not happen, because they are sure to lose.
All right, okay. Reena Gupta, the fact is, let's say, let the aldermen vote. Whether it's against the constitution or not, keep that aside. You still have majority. Why are you scared? Are you afraid that your own members, your own MLCs will cross-vote?
Preeti, today another tragedy unfolded in the Amrit Kal of Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party is hell-bent on basically saying that doesn't matter whether we won or lost. We are going to, by hook or by crook, have a mayor of our own, have members of the standing committee. What kind of bizarre logic is this, that you have majority, so why are you scared? Tomorrow they are going to say that the fans and the tables and chairs are also going to vote for Bharatiya Janata Party. Should that be allowed? They have lost the election and
let her finish. Charu, let her finish.
They have lost the election and now they're trying to change the rules of the game. Why should we be scared? Today it is very clear. The videos are out in the media. All our MLAs, our councillors, our MPs, everybody was sitting quietly. We wanted the elections to happen. It is shameful. As a citizen of Delhi, I'm upset that the capital of the largest democracy in the world does not have an elected mayor. Why? Because the Bharatiya Janata Party does not believe in the constitution. It was very clear that the pro-tem mayor, the only responsibility of the pro-tem mayor is to get the mayor elected. That is it. The pro-tem mayor started with that all the 3 elections will happen on one ballot paper. Never in the history of MCD has it happened. But Bharatiya Janata Party is trying its best. They have lost the elections. They should respect the mandate of the people of Delhi. This is what happens in democracy. You lose some, you win some. Be gracious, accept your defeat. Let the MCD function. Let us clean Delhi. Let us get rid of the 3 Kude ka Pahad. But the problem is they have gotten so used to the corruption and all the illegal kamai from MCD that they're unable to let go, Preeti. And we are going to hit the streets of Delhi. The people of Delhi are very upset. This is just bizarre that you keep changing the rules of the game.
Okay, Charu Pragya,
like,
you're shifting goalposts is the question.
Preeti?
Yes, please complete. Please complete.
Preeti, it's like, हमारी पूरी टीम हार गई क्रिकेट में, पर नहीं 11 प्लेयर हार गए, अब हम 11 और लेके आएंगे. और उसके बाद you're saying कि आम आदमी पार्टी को क्यों डर लग रहा है? Why should we be scared? We have full majority. You have been trying to buy our MLAs. You have been trying to do Operation Lotus like you've done Operation Lotus all over the country. But I am very sorry to tell you that you will not succeed in Operation Lotus. No matter how many times you do not allow the election of the mayor to happen, you will not be able to buy our councillors.
Okay, I want to go back to Charu Pragya. Charu, you've made a point and you've talked about the 2016 High Court ruling of Monica Mehrotra versus North Delhi MCD, right? Now, the sheer basis of the fact to try and apply what went down there to what is going on right now and get the 10 aldermen to actually vote is legally incorrect in terms of translation. It's never been quoted, it's never happened, and legally there are lots of loopholes with that. And I'm sure you admit.
So, Preeti, let's leave the legal loopholes to the lawyers and to our honourable courts to resolve.
Okay, make your point.
But let me carry forward from there. 134 councillors Aam Aadmi Party has got, 134. Now, out of the voting MLAs, 13 also happen to be from the Aam Aadmi Party. Do the math, Preeti. By what logic and by what calculation this hue and cry
Then why are
is
you
being made?
changing?
Okay,
Why are
no,
you
the
not
point.
following
Okay,
the
one second.
Constitution?
Reena Gupta, I'll just come to you. The fact is, Charu
finish,
Pragya,
Preeti.
the question being raised is not whether Aam Aadmi Party has the strength or Aam Aadmi Party is scared that its own MLCs will cross-vote. That's not the question. The question is very clear. Why is it that the BJP is trying to subvert the constitution and try and change it when it's never happened in the history of the MCD?
So tell me something, can a constitution be changed unless there is a provision for that? What decision is taken by the standing committee stands today, Preeti, unless it is turned around by the Honorable Supreme Court. Point
Preeti,
number
allow
one.
me 10
Point
seconds,
number
Preeti.
But, okay.
Every single day, the fight remains to make Aam Aadmi Party understand that अब voting तो होने दो, डर किस बात का है? And I am asking
किसी
Reena
बात
this
का डर
yet
नहीं है,
again.
voting
डर
हमने
किस
नहीं
बात का है? आप
रोकी.
voting क्यों नहीं होने दे रही?
Okay,
Do the
okay.
simple math.
Reena Gupta, okay. You've made a charge. Let Reena Gupta respond. Reena Gupta, it comes down to the sheer fact, okay, fight the constitutional fight in court, but why stall voting? Because you're scared that your own members will cross-vote. And there is no
Preeti,
anti-defection law when
Preeti.
it comes to the MLCs. Go ahead.
Preeti, see, from the beginning, they have been violating all the acts, all the constitution. Even in the case of selection of the pro term mayor, the pro term mayor is always been the senior most member of the house. वो भी नहीं होने दिया. Now, today the agenda said very clearly that first the election of the mayor will happen. Why did the pro tem mayor then change the agenda? You put out the agenda, you approved the agenda, you sent us the agenda. Then why are you not following the agenda? Because you know that if you follow the agenda, then you will be out of the MCD and you're just not ready to accept your defeat. Preeti, it's as simple as that. And what really pains me as a citizen of Delhi is that we don't have an elected body to take our problems to. If there is no safai in your area, if there is no, the roads are not clean, whom are you going to go and complain to the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi? Tomorrow they will say that MCD mein Lieutenant Governor will also come and vote. They're just shifting the goalpost again and again, Preeti, and the people of Delhi are watching them. We are going to go to court. We are going to do, tomorrow there's going to be a protest, there's going to be a dharna. And you see, we are not going to take this line down. They think कि कांग्रेस की तरह नहीं समझेंगे हमको कि जो चाहे वो किसी के भी एमएलए खरीद के और काउंसलर्स खरीद के हम अपनी सरकार बना देंगे. It won't happen in Delhi.
All right. Okay. So, Charu Pragya, you wanted to come in for a rebuttal. Ultimately, the sad part is because who suffers?
People
It's
suffer.
it is dishonoring the verdict of the people and the mandate, fortunately, unfortunately for the BJP or for the citizens of Delhi, did go with the Aam Aadmi Party. The mayor should be of the Aam Aadmi Party if you look at it. Charu?
So tell me, Preeti, whoever is the mayor, we'll be able to determine that only after the voting happens. Now the voting itself is being stalled, and I come back to this. Since the first day, the drama of Aam Aadmi Party has been very clear. They come up with an agenda in the morning. They make sure they apply it within their circles by the end of the day. Why else would councillors who are supposed to actually uphold the law, make the law, walk in with weapons? Why would they attack women? We saw
Where were
all
the
of that
weapons? There were no
unfold.
weapons. Look at all the videos.
I'll come
today.
back to you. Let her
We
finish.
were all
Miss-
sitting quietly.
No,
There were
one
no
second.
weapons.
Miss Gupta, let
Preeti-
Charu Pragya finish and I'll come right to you. Charu
Preeti,
Pragya, make your point.
Yeah, just one last point, Preeti.
No, madam, no, let
Today-
her finish. Reena Gupta, you don't like to be interrupted. Nobody likes to be interrupted. Let her finish and I'll come to you. Make your point, Charu Pragya.
CCTV footage repeatedly has shown who begins this drama. It is Aam Aadmi Party councillors. My point is this. Our constitution, our country allows people to stand for an election. Whether they will win or they will lose is to be seen later. Who is this party to tell BJP we cannot even put up a candidate? Let the voting happen. I will ask you again, why are you so scared? If you're confident, why are you trying to buy our MLAs? Why are you trying to buy our councillors? You
Okay,
are
but
not
Charu
sure,
Pragya,
and
you
the
can
reason
turn the
for
question
that-
around and you can ask, why are you so scared that you're pushing for something which has never happened in the history of the MCD, that you're giving voting rights to the aldermen when they've never voted? Why?
No, so where else is there such a rule that people who have been nominated have got no rights?
It's in the
Let's not go
Constitution.
there,
I quoted
Preeti.
it
It's
to
in the
you.
Constitution, it's in the Act.
Question of law is going to be settled by the courts. Is
No,
Reena
okay.
Gupta the judge here in the Supreme Court
Oh
to
my
settle
God,
a
No, one
question
second,
of law?
one
this is
second.
getting more bizarre.
Okay, Charu
more
Pragya,
and
it's a
more
part of the
bizarre.
Constitution where it's written. But okay, I'll go back to Reena Gupta. Reena Gupta, what is it that scares or spooks the Aam Aadmi Party? Are you unsure? You know, fight the constitutional fight in court. If you think it's a moral fight, take it to court, fight it outside. But Delhi deserves a mayor.
Absolutely, Preeti. Delhi deserves a mayor. And this is not an argument that take it to court. What will happen in court? Tariq pe tariq, tariq pe tariq. This is exactly what the Bharatiya Janata Party wants. Today it was clear, Preeti, their MPs were not even present in the Sadan because they knew it is a tamasha. So Mr. Manoj Tiwari, Gautam Gambhir and a lot of their MPs were not even there. They knew from the beginning, they had come there with an agenda that they will not let the elections happen. The pro-tem mayor started saying all sorts of arguments, making all sorts of statements, unconstitutional, illegal demands that isko bahar nikalo, usko bahar nikalo. All of this, they were very sure that they will not allow these elections to happen. This is a party that does not respect the constitution.
Okay.
This is a party that believes in Manusmriti and not the constitution of this country. And we are seeing time and again, whether it's Delhi, whether it's Madhya Pradesh, whether it's Karnataka, it's Goa, it's Maharashtra, everywhere it is the same story being repeated by Bharatiya
Okay,
Janata
I'm going to end the debate. I appreciate both you ladies for joining us. But we do leave our viewers with one question. You know, there is definitely, whether you believe it's the BJP or the Aam Aadmi Party, but the mandate of the citizens of Delhi is being dishonored and basic civic governance is being halted, where it's the citizens of this city or state that are being held ransom. A quick break to stay with us.
Presented by
Cool fans, smart inside, stylish outside. Co-presented by Jaguar, discover the magic of smart life.
co-presented by
Macho Hand, बड़े आराम से. Banking partner Bandhan Bank, आपका भला सबकी भलाई. Co-powered by Civic, it helps. Runta Seal TMT bar, एकदम solid. Max Life Insurance, you are the difference.
Several voices in the opposition have come out and said that this is at the cost of the Aam Aadmi. That a lot of the social welfare schemes are either flat or tending downwards. John Drez, in fact, has a piece which he's put out saying, adjusted for inflation, most social welfare schemes are actually now at allocations lower than 2013-2014. So how do you respond to the likes of Sonia Gandhi, Mr. Chidambaram, John Drez? Let's start from there and then we'll dive in.
Well, if it's what you've said, if that's what they've said, not right at all. Because the spending for capital expenditure, we can all talk about to whom it goes, how it goes, who benefits from it, state a lot of fundamental facts. but at the cost of social welfare. I'm not sure if they've done their work. It's all right. They could have given an initial comment. I invite them to go look into the details of the budget. If they're alluring to Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, it always starts at a time of the budget with a certain number, and because it's a demand-driven program, it keeps adding as and when there's more demand, and during the supplementary demand for grants, the amount increases, and that's been the pattern you'll know before the pandemic and also even more so after the pandemic. So actually, therefore, where is it dropping? Where is it even plateauing? So if you look at the past records, past 2 years, and now, I'm not even going prior to the COVID pandemic, there's never been a drop. If anything, we clearly, steadily build on it as and when the demand comes, one. Second, if you're just focusing your attention on Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, sorry, you're missing out on many more things. If money is being spent in PM Awas Yojana, who are the ones who are building the house for you? The very same people who go on the job card for the Manrega. And there, in PM Awas Yojana, it is a 66% hike. Will that not benefit them? 79,000 crores is being spent there. Will that not benefit the same set of people who, if there's no other job, come and demand under Manrega? So one, that keeps going up steadily as and when demand comes. The other, even at the BE, we've given a higher allocation through PM Awas Yojana. And also, the big number for water programs, Jal Jeevan Mission, that's a grant going from the center. Even Jal Jeevan Mission's work happens in the rural areas. Building water tanks, taking water connections to the villages, and from the villages to the households. These are the very same work which a Manrega worker would do. Now, is that not being utilized for the very same people who need that? Have they had a look at all this? So is there a comprehensive picture that you've seen and then you're telling me I've reduced? No, sorry. So I think quick response I can accept, which is just, I've heard the budget, so I want to comment. But please spend some time, look at it, and then come back to me if I've reduced it.
Udayan? Mrs. Sitaraman, other than the members of the Congress party who criticize this aspect, I think generally this 10 lakh